Burnley won, Arsenal won, and I'm fuming after that. Over the past few weeks, I've accepted that the league is done for us and we're too far behind and not good enough to put together a run of results. But recently, some of the teams ahead of us have started dropping points and there was a slight glimmer that we might sneak into that top 6. But no, in typical Arsenal style, we've pressed self-destruct again and we've made the improbable near enough impossible now. We made a good start to the game, looking dangerous, and AUBAMEYANG scored a very good goal. We were in total control of the game and Burnley had hardly laid a glove on us, and then Granit Xhaka gifted them an equaliser just before half-time. The mistakes just seem to get worse and worse. It's almost like there's a competition amongst our players this season. Who can make the worst error leading to the goal? On top of that, we continue to miss gilt-edged chances. Saka, Pepe and AUBAMEYANG were all guilty today. And to cap it all off, the referee and VAR robbed us of a cast iron penalty. I don't really like talking about the officials. They weren't the reason why we lost the game, or what feels like a loss anyway. But VAR robbed us today. They rightly overturned the second penalty shout. It clearly hit the guy's shoulder. But how they didn't intervene for the first one or ask the referee to go and have a look at the monitor is just baffling to me. What is the handball rule these days? Does anybody really know? In recent years, we've all become used to seeing defenders having their arms down by their sides or behind their backs when they're attempting a block. But apparently there's no need for them to do that anymore. It's perfectly fine to have your arm outstretched like a goalkeeper and block the ball. As long as your arm is still attached to your body, it's deemed as a close proximity and no handball. It's absolutely crazy. Let's get into the player ratings. LENO gets a 7. He was not the one at fault for the goal. The blame lies solely with Xhaka. I know people are saying that he should have kicked it long, but that's how Arteta wants us to play. If you blame Leno, you blame the manager. Callum Chambers gets a 6. His first start in a long time. I don't know if Cedric was injured, but Chambers doesn't offer too much going forward. He had a solid game defensively, but Burnley hardly threatened us. David Luiz gets a 6 too. Didn't do too much wrong. We just weren't tested that much apart from a few isolated attacks by Burnley. And the same applies for Pablo Mari too. A 6 for him as well. TIERNEY had a tough game. He got forward plenty as usual, but he wasn't as sharp as normal and he couldn't influence or create anything today. Thomas Partey had a good game and he gets a 7. He progresses the ball from defence to attack effortlessly and his passing was largely excellent. He started the move that led to the goal. Granit Xhaka gets a 2. That was an horrendous mistake that cost us the win. He needed to hit it first time. Taking a touch was what invited the pressure. Bukayo Saka had probably his poorest game for us this season. His touch seemed off, he snatched at his chances and he looked leggy. He's allowed a day off though, he gets a 5. Martin Ødegaard gets a 6. Again, his technique stood out. Along with WILLIA in the opening 20 minutes, he was making us tick, but as the game progressed, his influence diminished. WILLIA gets a 7. Credit to him, he stepped up his performances lately and he got another assist. I particularly liked his movement and his directness today. AUBAMEYANG was our best player and he gets an 8. The man of the match as well. He was extremely sharp early on and he scored a very good goal and he had a couple of half chances too. LACAZETTE came on in the second half and he made his presence felt, holding up the play and drawing those fouls. I felt he was unlucky not to have started the game. Just like Pepe too, he gets a 6. His introduction raised our levels. He was involved in almost everything, including both penalty shouts, but he really should have scored his chance. Danny Ceballos was the final sub. He gets a 5. He was almost the last minute hero when he hit the post. The manager, Mikel Arteta, gets a 5. His team selection was a bit reserved today, I felt. I think Xhaka could have been benched today against a low block and Pepe should have started the game. But I guess he can rightly argue that we had more than enough chances to win the game. That's the league definitely done for me now. We'll finish between 7th and 12th. It's all on that Europa League now. We need to go to Olympiacos on Thursday and come away with a positive result. Let me know down below in the comments your thoughts on the game. Remember to hit that subscribe button and the thumbs up wherever you are in the world. Stay safe and stay gooned.